In this section, you're going to be telling us what your room and meal preferences are. This video is going to be specific to Santa Rosa Village. Therefore, if you're going to be living in a different village, go ahead and check out the different versions of this video so that way you get the correct information. This first part talks about general process for room preferences. So the first bullet says that room preferences are preferences, so it's not a guarantee of assignment to your preferred room type. The second one goes hand in hand with the first one because we recommend that you pick 2 different room preferences, so that way if you don't get into your first one, you have the possibility of getting placed into your second one. If for some reason neither of them is available, then we will make the best assignment possible based on space availability. This third one goes over preferred roommates. So if you're going to be selecting a roommate, please make sure that you both have the same room preferences so that way there's no conflict. This sub-bulletin goes over exactly what that conflict is. So later on in this application, you're going to have to tell us if whether or not you prefer your roommate or if you prefer your room type. So an example of this is you say that you want a single as your preferred room type, but you also selected a roommate. If for some reason you got that single out of a lottery, then you would have to decide between the single or living with your roommate. So that's what this bullet is meant for, and you will be making that decision later on in this application. Next is some information about Santa Rosa. So this link will take you to information about the village. It also has pictures and dimensions of the village, so you can head and go through that if you would like to. Once you do, come back to the application. It also has the information here. You'll notice that this does not mention the single, but it is an option. That's because singles are typically held for students that have accommodations. If there's any left over, then it goes into a lottery system. So it is an option even though it's not listed here, but just keep that in the back of your head. So if you still want to have a single as your room preference, go ahead and do so. Just keep it in the back of your mind. And then again, pick 2, so that way if you don't get placed into your first one, you have the possibility of going into your second one. Next, you'll be selecting a meal plan. So in Santa Rosa, all students need minimum the basic 160 plan. And if you feel like you need more than that, we also have the enhanced 224 and the Premier 304. This chart goes over how many meals per semester that is, and it also breaks down what the average number of meals per week in the Islands Cafe that is. This also includes the flex cash per semester, and that's money set aside for you to spend on other eateries on campus. So that includes the Student Union, the C-Store, as well as all the restaurants that are up in Town Center. We'll have those in the description below, so that way you can explore what you can spend this money on. And if you're not too sure if the basic 160 is enough, but you're not too sure if the enhanced 224 is too much, or even the Premier 304, it is much easier for you to upgrade your plan than it is to downgrade. So go ahead and keep that in mind. And once you're ready, go ahead and pick your meal plan. Once you do that, you're able to go on to the next section of the application.